Hello and welcome to these Battlegrounds. I'm Bobby B, and today we'll be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified series, Law and Order, or Christopher Law Levine and Order. Now, before we get into this, if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that some people don't like MPs. MPs are scary, they hurt people's feelings, so my usual disclaimer, I'm going to be saying MPs a lot, I'm going to be talking about MPs a lot in this. We're going to say some Army jargon, I know that scares some people too, so just bear with me if that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. But G.I. Joe Classified Series, Law & Order, let's dive in here. So we got our carbon fiber boring box, not a whole lot going on. It's our bigger, wider, Joe and Pet box. Classified Series on the bottom, G.I. Joe on top, Christopher Law, Levine, and Order. On the side we got some great looking artwork of Order, but Law's looking a little goofy in that shot right there. 157 in the line. There's all the attributes. QR code, I'm pretty sure still doesn't work, but there's all the attributes if you're into that stuff. Flipping over to the back, we get a nice little shot from the, I guess reference the 1987 movie. Order's finding the dynamite. We got an interesting looking beachhead in the back here. Looks kind of like a mix of Renegades and I don't even know what to call that one. The short sleeves and everything. It looks like just a beachhead masthead on the Night Force Falcon body. Coming over here, we got close-up of the badge. We got a close-up of his MP Brassard that says MP Canine and then Military Police underneath it, which is, we'll talk about that when we get to it. Let me get a nice little shot of Order all geared up there. So, MPs, a lot of people don't know too much about them. A lot of people think they know about them. They're everywhere. They got 5 main functions. Everything from law and order, law enforcement operations, the day-to-day police work stuff, to maneuver, mobility, and support, which is kind of like convoy security, protecting the vehicles and stuff like that. Area security, which, law is huge for in the G.I. Joe comics. We got detainee operations, prisoners and stuff. And then police intel, which is, like Chuckles and all that, who will make an appearance here at the end of the video for our Rawhide shot. But, yeah, anyone that tells you otherwise or talks shit on MPs, I'm like, oh, they're fucking rent-a-cops, bro. Either A, sat behind a desk their entire military career, or B, is just dumb and, probably shouldn't be talking anything about military stuff like that. So keep that in mind, watch your tongue. People are always listening. People are always watching. And if you're putting out false information or dumb information because you're, I don't know, jealous or whatever, it's on you. But back to our boy here. So 1987 showed up in, I think, issue 60. It was penned by Todd McFarlane. And then obviously in 1987, the movie as well. So, but looking at our boy Order, if we can get the camera to focus here. We got our canine sculpt. It is looking just the same. We got all the doggies with me, so we're looking like it's going to be the same doggo buck, pupper buck, whatever you want to call it. Oh, he's a little thinner, a little muscular. I lied, guys. So we got some long hair. We got some different buck going on. So looks like, I guess, a new buck, new canine buck. But nice shot of the head. We got the open mouth. We got the collar. It says MP Canine. MP Canine on the vest. We got the portholes on the vest, and I grabbed some stuff out from the Action Soldier to peg in, and it's kind of a pain, but you can trick them out, have them carry whatever you need, whether you got Doc, the Action Soldier, but you got to like work it out, so you got to pop some tweezers underneath there to stretch it out, because it just goes right into the body, so you can't get the peg to sit in all the way. At least that's the issue I've been having with it. So I'm sure we will see this vest again in the not too distant future. I know we got the Sentry Outpost coming, so I'm sure this will definitely get some good use of that. Then I grabbed, I think this is the walkie-talkie from that same set. So, or radio if you would. So there you go. So the flak vest is beautiful. It looks like you just got to pop them apart to get this thing off them. Take the head off, and obviously the rest comes to work. Same with the collar. There is no leash, which I thought was kind of strange. And then with Order, we also get our protective mask. Let's see if we can get this bad boy on here. Stretching over the ears. That is a beautiful fit. So there's your laxed head. If I get this off on camera now, because it's easy to get on as it is to get off. There it goes. So very, very pliable for the straps. We also get an angry attacking head, which is good for the artwork shot over there. Let's see if we can get this guy on. Ooh, nice little pop. Hopefully it's easier than timber. I know timber kicks my ass. That was smooth. And there's your angry head with the ears are spread out, so let's see if this is a little trickier. A little trickier, but overall got it. Definitely a little bit of stretch, so I was kind of nervous, but I don't see any wear marks yet. But I'm sure if you keep popping it on, popping it off, it'll definitely wear over time. Come on. It is like 90 some degrees here today in Pittsburgh, so that might be helping it a little bit. And that's order. So our first canine, I think he was the third canine in the original line. Went timber, mutt, and junkyard, and then we got Law and Order. So third dog. He's the fourth one in the classified series, though. So you guys are following the classified series. We got 4 or 5 if you count the white timber. I didn't grab him. He's still on my display, but 5 if you count him. Not to mention we got crocodiles, bald eagles, you name it, we got it in the Joe world. So we're just begging for a Dr. Link Tablet just to give us that veterinary services that we need here. So there's order. Diving into Law's accessories. We got a Uzi. We've seen it quite a few times. This time we got some green. Oh, come on. Got some green and black on it. The magazine does not come out. There is no porthole for blast effect. I get it. It's the original gun he came with, or the original came with, but I wish they would have, given him an MP5 or something like that, made it more, I guess, law enforcement appropriate, accurate, if you would. We get this pistol, which I feel like we've seen quite a few times recently. Porthole for blast effects, not a whole lot else going on there. We get the outdated PR-24 straight baton. I don't know anyone that carries these. I carried one when I was in Korea in 2014. And even then, I think I carried it just because it's such a goofy piece, because I've always carried a collapsible baton or an asp, even before I was in Korea and then well after. So I get it. I guess a straight baton wouldn't be as cool, so the PR-24 is cool, and the call back to the original everything. So we've gotten this, 2 or 3 times? This is the second or third time we've gotten it. I know Mutt came with one. I'm sure someone else did. I'm not entirely sure. And obviously we got our emergency services unit getting one when he decides to be released. We got our handcuffs that we got with Chuckles. Not a whole lot else going on with these. I don't know. They are what they are, I guess. So just silver in color, nothing going on there. We got a little knife, black handle, silver blade. I feel like everybody's been coming with this one recently. Not a whole lot else going on with that. We got our white MP helmet. It's got MP tampon on the front there, let you know who he is, that he's running the show. And then it's got, I don't know if I can get this on camera or not, but it's got like gray scuff and scrape marks on it. It looks awesome that way. So nice little like weathered effect on it. Looking good. Let you know that he's putting in the work. Is that the same as Mutt's? It is the same as Mutt's. Just, it's got a nice little, pretty beat up. I guess Mutt's is beat up too. This one just has that like extra color to it. And then we get, 4 sets? Not even 4 sets. We get a couple different hands. On the body itself, we got a left and right trigger hand. We get a left Italian speaking hand. We get a right fist. We get variations of left and right open hands. We get a right pointing hand. And then we get a left come here or scratching behind the ears hand. So obviously these all represent different dog commands, different commands given by dogs. For canine handlers, they go to a specialized school. As far as MPs go, they're a 31 kilo, whereas a typical MP would be a 31 Bravo. Chuckles, who's part of CID, same with Surefire, would be 31 Deltas. And then officers would be the old 31 Alphas. So it just all depends on what your specific job and duty is, and what you care to do with your career, or what you plan to set yourself up for, build your resume with. So, looking at our guy himself, I know the original was a callback to Kirk Bazigian, but I don't believe this one is, because I don't know who the hell that guy is. And I will say his hair is not as orange in person, but it is still pretty orange. But that face sculpt, I think, looks fantastic. We got the blue outer carrier police vest, which, fun fact for the MP Corps, I was one of the field testers for the black vest that they all wear nowadays. My unit was selected to be a part of that, and it was pretty awesome, and we liked it. So it's still around to this day, and it helps you know when the MPs are around. But we got this nice vest. It's light blue. We got some dark blue webbing in there. Lets it breathe. We got a badge in there. It does not look like an MP badge itself. It just looks like a generic police badge. Not a whole lot going on there. We got the holster right here for the pistol. We'll grab that. And it's got the dang strap, so we'll see if we can get it pegged in. Oh, that was smooth. That was nice. So there you go. Cross draw, pulling it out. We got our radio here. We got our hand mic on the cord. Hand mic comes out. Lots of movement with this. Looks pretty good, except you got the giant hole there. So we can peg this back in. Just like that, and that is nice. Got the nice pop collar, so that does interfere with the head. Does not go back that much. It can go down that much. Looks like we got our generic white t-shirt Joe underneath, just except it's red. So we can get our arms here. Ooh, stiff. Got our T-pose. We got some beautiful butterfly movement with the vest. We got the MP Bizarre. Now, I know this wasn't in a couple of the promo shots, so I was a little worried if they were going to do it or not. But here it is. It looks pretty good. It just not a whole lot going on with it. MP canine. I don't know why it says military police again underneath it. Maybe they weren't allowed to do that or something. I don't know. But definitely a fun piece. Oops, I bumped my camera. So I can get this back on, get it to sit without sliding all over the place. Letting you know he's in charge. There's going to be the ab crunch under there, but you're not going to get much out of it with the vest. Going on to this belt. I don't think we've seen this belt before. But definitely an outer belt. And it looks awesome. It looks like a law enforcement belt. It's got all your pouches, got the big buckle, got your clip for your keys, got your flashlight. No color on the flashlight lens though. We got some silver handcuffs that are sculpted in. We got an empty pouch for handcuffs. So I'm sure we could fold these in half. Come on. That kind of like opens. I don't like that. Maybe you're not supposed to fold them. Maybe you're supposed to drop one in. Call it good. There we go. That's probably what you were supposed to do, which I don't recommend doing, because then you're going to get snagged on something, or someone's going to grab it and yank you down in the middle of a bar fight. Who knows? We got our loop over here for our PR-24. Nice little leg pouch over here. We're going to put the Uzi in this holster. That is that is quite the that is quite the drop leg right there. But we got double jointed pinless knees, we got our thigh cut, we got our boot cut, we got our ankle rocker rotation, so all the usual stuff. Let's grab this helmet, get it on him. Oh, where's this knife go though? Did I miss a sheath somewhere? Am I blind and missing a sheath somewhere? Is this my replacement knife for my snow serpent? I'm not seeing where this knife goes. All right, if you know where this knife's supposed to go, let me know in the comments below, but I'm not putting it through here because he's going to stab himself in the leg. He's an MP, he's not infantry. Come on, guys, he's not going to be that dumb. Then again, he is keeping an Uzi strapped to his leg, which I can't imagine how uncomfortable that would be. Yeah, so we got a knife. I don't know where it's supposed to go, but let's take a look at our boy with the helmet on. You can barely tell that he's got red hair. Is that like a call to like Irish, like a stereotype of Irish cops? I don't know. How come he wasn't canceled, you know? But looking great. There is no, I think I mentioned before, no leash, which I thought was kind of strange. But then again, you know, super trained canine, all that stuff. So we'll slide him back. We'll grab our fellow canine mutt. And then our other MP we got so far, Chuckles. And we'll just bring the Rawhides out while we're here so far. I have my altered falcon, so you guys can feel however you want to feel about that. And then we got Jinx. So we're just missing Big Lob, huh? Ace was down here before my video, but she got the boot because she was literally terrorizing everything. And then, of course, they're the guy in charge. We got Beachhead. So definitely a awesome. I would have preferred the Renegades look. I think the Renegades look is top tier when it comes to Law and Order. It's definitely a great modernized look. For this being classified, I think they should have dropped this one first and then dropped the retro look, but it is what it is. Nothing too out of the way. I'm glad they dulled the vest up a little bit. I'm glad it's not the open vest we got with the modern era figure or anything like that. And then, like I said, I look forward to putting him with the security post, or sentry post, I'm sorry, that's coming down the way. So did you guys pick up Law and Order? Not your thing, scooping them up. You're scared of MPs? Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, load up, grab your kits. See you on the battlegrounds.